Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the JT Sports Podcast. I'm your host, JT, and ain't no way we just witnessed Notre Dame lose to Northern Illinois at home. This is absolutely embarrassing. Notre Dame will forever be overrated. You're never going to break the overrated claims. This is the worst loss that I've ever seen a blue blood program sustain at home. Marcus Freeman has to be fired. I don't care if it's an overreaction to one loss. This is the worst possible loss that you could sustain as the head coach at a prestigious football program like Notre Dame, man. This is unacceptable. You lost 16-14 as a 28-point home favorite to Northern Illinois. You gotta go, Marcus Freeman. You gotta go. There is no excusing this. Riley Leonard, get ready to start working at McDonald's, flipping them burgers and making them fries, man. This was an atrocity of an offensive performance, man. How do you get outgained 398 yards to 206 to Northern Illinois? I cannot believe what I just watched with my own two eyes. Did y'all just see Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame? Like, please tell me I'm dreaming. Please tell me Notre Dame, as a 28-point home favorite, just didn't lose to Northern Illinois. That doesn't even sound right saying it. I mean, this offense is broken. The offensive line is uncharacteristically bad. Normally, Notre Dame always has one of the best offensive lines in the nation. But this year, this is the worst Notre Dame's offensive line has looked in a very long time. They have no dynamic wide receivers. They struggle to get open. They aren't dynamic after the catch. The only good thing about Notre Dame's offense are their running backs. But the downside of the running back room is that you got nothing but bruisers. You don't have anybody that has explosiveness where when they get the ball in their hands, they could have a 50, 60-yard touchdown. You know, they have the kind of backs where you give them the ball and they constantly grind out 5, 6 yards because they're power backs, they're bruisers. They're going to wear you out. They're not going to explode for a lot of big touchdowns, and that's what hurts Notre Dame's offense, man. You got no explosiveness. You have no ability to generate any big plays at all. Riley Leonard looks like the worst transfer quarterback of the past portal cycle. This dude looks like a poor man's Daniel Jones. He's not accurate, shitty decision making. The only thing he has is good size and some pretty good athleticism. That's about it. I see why Mike Elko didn't want to bring him along with them from Duke to Texas A&M, because this dude is trash. Notre Dame's defense showed up in this game, but there's only so much you can do when your offense can't do anything at all. And on the final drive, Northern Illinois literally got in field goal range because they just pounded the rock on Notre Dame's defense. No matter what excuse you try to use to defend Marcus Freeman, he has to go. This is one of those losses where you can't just say it's just one bad game. This is too common where we see these nobody teams just beat Notre Dame. This is worse than when they lost to Marshall not too long ago. Shout out to Northern Illinois. Hard-fought game. They played their best football. Without a doubt, they outplayed Notre Dame. It doesn't matter what the recruiting rankings say. It doesn't matter what the 247 team talent composite rankings say. Northern Illinois look like the 5th best team in the nation today. I mean, if you're going to call Notre Dame a top 5 team, you got to call Northern Illinois a top 5 team based off how they played tonight. I mean, they brought it. They gave it to Notre Dame. They were physical. They were feisty, and they came to Notre Dame's field with something to prove. You know what they wanted to prove? We're going to come to your trap and take over your trap, and that's exactly what Northern Illinois did. Like, what conference do these boys even play in? The MAC? The Mid-Atlantic Conference? losing to MAC schools as Notre Dame? Wow. Just absolutely wow. Northern Illinois had 190 rushing yards in this game to Notre Dame's 123. I cannot believe how chaotic this college football season has been. We're only in week 2. I mean, these boys blew my parlay. You were the only team that I needed to cover. I thought Notre Dame minus 28 was a lock when I looked at it. But I am really regretting the decision to bet against Northern Illinois. Something told me, JT, don't take Notre Dame. Don't take them. You can't trust Notre Dame. They're always overrated. I try to defend this program. I do, but they make it hard when you have these weird losses. What are you doing losing to a team from the MAC? You cannot come back from this, Marcus Freeman. You're done. They just need to go ahead and give you the pink slip. Just give you the pink slip. You have just lost Notre Dame football to Prestige. Prestige has just got a raise from Notre Dame. You can't lose at home as a 28-point favorite to a school like Northern Illinois. There is no excuse for this. You got outcoached. You got outplayed. Every facet of this game, Notre Dame got obliterated by Northern Illinois. I mean, this game was a complete travesty to Notre Dame football's reputation. You can't come back from this. Your playoff hopes are over. And I don't see you being able to beat USC. I don't even think you could beat Florida State with how bad you look. That Texas A&M win means nothing because maybe Texas A&M just might be that bad. You losing at home as a 28-point favorite to Northern Illinois? You gotta go. Pack your bags, Marcus Freeman. You're out of there. You got to go. Too often, too commonly, Notre Dame loses games like this to inferior competition under Marcus Freeman. This is worse than when they lost to Marshall. If you're a Fighting Irish fan right now, you need to get a petition going around, get a few signatures to get Marcus Freeman fired. Because this is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. You don't deserve to be ranked in the top 25 anymore. You don't deserve to even have a shot at making it into the 12-team college football playoffs. I don't care if this is your only loss of the season. A loss like this is shameful. It should disqualify you from being a playoff team this year. You should even be able to be ranked no more. You should even be able to play football no more this year after you just lost at home to a team from the MAC in Northern Illinois. Shout out to the Northern Illinois Huskies for bringing their A game. They brought it to South Bend. If you were in attendance for this game, I know you had to be sick to your stomach watching this pathetic performance. Absolutely pathetic. Even with Notre Dame winning the turnover battle, right? They still were unable to capitalize off those mistakes because of how bad their offense was. This offense just can't function at all. You can't throw the football to save your life. Absolutely shocking what I just watched for 3 hours. Northern Illinois absolutely crushing Notre Dame at home. I don't care what the final score says, 16-14. Oh, it's not crushing. It's not domination. No, when you lose to a team from the MAC in this fashion, you get outgained on the ground. They have more yards than you. They win the turnover. You win the turnover battle and you still lose. That shows that Northern Illinois was the better team today. Because normally, when you win the turnover battle, 9 times out of 10, you win the game. You got outgained yardage-wise. You win the turnover battle, but your offense can't do anything with them. Absolutely embarrassing for Notre Dame football to lose to a team from the MAC in Northern Illinois as a 28-point home favorite. This ain't one of those games that you just scoff over and say things are going to get better. No, for Notre Dame, after losing this game to Northern Illinois, things are going to get a lot worse before they get better. And I promise you that. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss when we go live and drop new content. And I will see you guys shortly with another episode of the JT Sports Podcast.